Hey guys, it's Karen, and I just have been thinking this morning out here driving around, and I don't know. I get most of my thoughts when I'm driving, so it's because that's when I'm by myself and I can just think. But I've been thinking about like the stories that we tell ourselves. Like we are so good at convincing ourselves that we are just doing everything wrong. And for me, that comes out a lot in like parenting. You know, I've got a child that is 25, one that's 13, and one that's 5. And participated in the care for my siblings as well. We're all in their 20s. And just about the time when I feel like I've got it. I've got this in the bag. I know what to do. I know how to handle everything. My youngest throws one at me that I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you handle that? What do you do? And I start telling myself that I must just be messing it all up. Like I will convince myself so fast that I just must be the worst mom in the world because he's throwing fits and or having temper tantrums or just acting out for no reason that I can see, right? And I want, as much as I know, like I know at my core, I'm a good mom. I devote myself to my children and, I do my very best. And with all of my kids, I can look back and even though I may not have done it right, I can honestly say, without a doubt, that I always made what I thought was the best choice at the time. Whatever was going to be best for my children right then and there, that was the choice I made. So I have no regrets, right? But obviously, everything is a learning experience. There's a curveball thrown at us constantly, and I have to remind myself of that because I will tell myself that story and I'll get myself down this negative path. Just, I'm a horrible mother. I don't deserve my, this or that, or just horrible. And then I got to stop and think, that's not true. My son is an amazing child. All of my children are absolutely amazing. My daughter, she's 25 now. She is extremely talented, one of the most artistically gifted people that I've ever known. She's absolutely beautiful. She's a beautiful soul. So obviously, I did something right there. My 13-year-old is so intelligent and wise beyond his years. He's so able to just rationalize and cope with his emotions. And, so that shows me I'm doing something right, But in that moment, I will tell myself the worst horror story and just get myself so down on myself. And we do that with other things too, right? We do it with work, school, our relationships, whether it be romantic or friends. Things aren't going right. We start telling ourselves this horrible story about how we are just screw-ups. We are just not doing it right. We don't deserve this opportunity, or why did we even think we were capable of this? And we'll just send ourselves down that horribly dark rabbit hole, right? And it's not true. We are amazing people with amazing capabilities, and we deserve better than we treat ourselves most times. And why we are our own worst critics, why we are so hard on ourselves, I don't know. I struggle with that. I struggle with not tearing myself down and remembering that I am a good mother. I am a good person. I am a good partner. I am a loving, wonderful person. And I love myself. So why do I still do that to myself? I love the person I am. And despite the trauma and the struggles that I've had to go through in life, I've come out of that pretty darn well, and I should be proud of myself. I should be proud of who I am, but I will still tell myself that story that will knock me down right off that high horse. And then I've got to get back up and remind myself again, you know. So I guess my point is, change your storyline, you know. I know I have to. Several times I have to rethink it. Sometimes several times in a day. You know, I've got to change that storyline that I'm telling myself and remind myself of that amazing person that I am, of the amazing person that my children are. And a lot of that has to do with the influence that I'm giving them. So change the script. Tell yourself a better story. You know, be the person that you know you are, and don't allow other people's views and thoughts of you to change your storyline, because your story is the only one that matters. Bye, guys.